Here we go again.
Newcastle have made an inquiry for £40 million complete striker. To Toon flop set on summer move as he discusses fallout.
I'm not gonna be here.
Join us as we delve into the latest Newcastle United transfer news. Be sure to subscribe so you stay up to date with the latest Newcastle United news. Starting off, Newcastle United has reportedly made an approach for Bournemouth striker Dominic Solanke, according to The Telegraph. It is reported that Newcastle manager Eddie Howe, who previously signed Solanke for Bournemouth in 2019 for a reported fee of £19 million, has been keen to bolster his attacking options this month. And Solanke's impressive form this season, with 13 goals and 1 assist, has attracted interest from other Premier League clubs. However, Bournemouth manager Andoni Iraola is said to be reluctant to part ways with any of his strikers at this time. With Dango Ouattara and Antoine Semenyo currently away at the Africa Cup of Nations, Bournemouth's attacking ranks are already depleted. Despite interest from several championship teams, Iraola is reportedly unwilling to let Solanke leave the club. Solanke's strong performances and his recent contract extension, which runs until the summer of 2027, have put Bournemouth in a strong position to retain him. The timing of the Africa Cup of Nations further complicates any potential deal, as Bournemouth cannot afford to lose their most prolific attacking player at this juncture. When comparing Dominic Solanke to Alexander Isak and Callum Wilson, Isak has better attribute stats overall, while Wilson also slightly edges out Solanke. Plus, although Solanke has scored more goals than both Wilson and Isak this season, it is crucial to consider the number of games played by each player, as the Newcastle players have played lesser games. As such, in comparing goals, the goal per minute statistics is fair and more correct to use. Funny enough, Wilson and Isak still have a better scoring frequency.
I don't think that shit's very funny.
No?
You do, maybe.
Having 104 and 117 minutes per goal respectively, which suggests they have been more efficient in front of the goal when they have been on the pitch, as compared to Solanke, who has a 142 minutes per goal. However, despite me making noise, looking at Solanke's heat map, it indicates that he is more actively involved, thanks the Newcastle United duo, showing that he might be more of a complete forward in terms of his overall contribution to the team's play. Furthermore, Solanke's availability for every game is indeed a significant advantage, especially considering the injury-prone nature of both Isak and Wilson. Having a player who can consistently feature in matches without fitness concerns can provide stability and consistency to a team. But still tell me, do you think a striker should be a priority during this transfer window? Then Ryan Fraser has expressed his belief that his time at Newcastle United is over, citing Eddie Howe's decision to send him on loan to Southampton as indicative of his future on Tyneside. Fraser's fallout with the club remains somewhat unclear as he trained with the under-21 team during the second half of last season.
Who's in? No, not you.
However, it is evident that the winger failed to live up to expectations during his time at Newcastle. Despite initially being seen as an excellent signing when he arrived as a free agent in 2020, Fraser has only managed 3 goals in 59 appearances and has struggled with recurring hamstring injuries. Now, 6 months into his loan spell at Southampton, Fraser appears to be relishing his time back on the South Coast. When asked about the possibility of a permanent move to St. Mary's, he stated that there is no other place he would rather be than Southampton next season. However, there have been doubts raised by Southampton manager Russell Martin regarding the financial feasibility of a permanent transfer. Despite this, it is evident that the Scottish winger is eager to remain at Southampton once his loan spell concludes. Speaking to the Daily Echo when asked about his future, Fraser said, "I think my time at Newcastle is done now. I don't think you get put out on loan if there is a chance of you going back." The second half of last season was tough, as we have all seen. Coming here was about helping the team in any way that I could. That has been coming off the bench and making an impact in games. It's such a good feeling to help the team. While on his future plans and a potential permanent move to St. Mary's, he said, "Promotion is the first thing on my mind, but hopefully I have a good end to the season and the club want to keep me. Every time I step onto the pitch or into Staplewood, I need to give myself the best opportunity because there is no place I want to be other than Southampton next season. Then, if you want to know the 5 things we learned from Sunderland 0 Newcastle United 3, click the video on screen now.
Do it! Just do it!